The camera freaked me all out. My name's Red Sterling. I'm from Gloucester, Mississippi. I've been at the Forge for 15 months. Well, I was at the Forge for 15 months. I'm 48 years old. Coming up, I had a pretty good life, I guess, about as much as you could make out of it. But we wasn't real rich. We had, we just getting by. My mama, she did the best she could do. My dad was an alcoholic, and coming up, we just, like I say, did what we had to do. But my teen years is where I started my addiction, and once I reached that point, I guess I was looking for something, love, or I was lonely and just wanted to fit in with everybody. So I done, what I had to do. And while I was in my addiction, I hung around the wrong crowd, who I thought was cool, but really wasn't. So, coming up, and all my addiction was just pain, and hanging around the bad crowd. Well, being that said, hanging around a bad crowd got me, to prison. And the whole time in prison, still in my addiction, and you figured I'd quit, but I didn't. So even when I got out of prison, I still didn't quit. I just, that's the only thing I knew. So still, and then finally you get so tired of living that life, you just want something better. And so I just made a point to, I had to do something. So I went to rehab, and then that's when I went to rehab for 30 days, and then I came to the Forge. And while I was at the Forge, in 15 months, I gained a lot. I gained a perspective of who I was, and I got a lot of love from the Forge. I got brotherhood. I got anything that you could want. And while I was there, I wanted to get baptized, so I got baptized and started getting into more of the Word, And when I was growing up, my mama always taught me that, about the Lord and the Bible, but I never really listened because I guess I was just hard-headed. But so I was curious about it. But while at the Forge, it showed me what it was about and how I can get in the Word, and that's what I did. And and the Forge got me, my job. I got a career. I got a checking account. I got everything that a man wants to succeed. And I got with the Lord. And like I say, I'm not perfect, but it feels better to live. It gives me something to live for. But and so I was at the Forge 15 months before I left and got my own apartment now. And like I say, it's a plus. The Forge helped me out a lot, and because it shows you what you can do and what what you're capable of. And when you're out there in your addiction, you really don't know what you're capable of. But now, and I got to give it all to the Lord for all the blessings that He's given me throughout my life and chances. And I just hope, that this helps somebody else in the future. Thank you.